If being cynical about rival nations' anti-doping credentials was an Olympic sport, it'd be gold. Gold. Gold for Australia. Australians, of course, do not cheat. Do not take drugs. After all, Australia is the land of the fair go. When Australians do test positive, there is supposedly a justifiable explanation. An innocent mistake. My mum gave it to me. My coach gave it to me for a headache. We were told it was okay. If they were excuses given by foreign athletes, we'd be up in arms. When it's one of our own, we are much more willing to forgive. There are border controls on the fair go. Read more. Asterisk Sun has last laugh in Horton Row. Asterisk Aussie's podium snub applauded. Asterisk Horton's Sun feud to resume in pool. Asterisk death threats against Aussie Horton. Asterisk podium protest angers swim bosses. Mack Horton's refusal to share the podium with Chinese champion Sun Yang has shone the light on the double standards in Australian sport when it comes to drugs. Horton has been portrayed as an anti-doping hero for his silent protest, with some even likening his act of defiance to that of the Black Power salute by African-American athletes Tommy Smith and John Carlos in their fight against racism in the U.S. Getty Images. Australian swimmer Mack Horton left. Refused to join China's Sun Yang on the podium in South Korea. I have no issue with Horton fighting for clean sport, where athletes win through skill and hard work, though he could have chosen a different forum to make his point. Sun's reputation was clouded even before recent revelations he allowed for a vial of his blood to be smashed with a hammer during a drugs test. Horton's disdain for his Chinese rival predates this. At the Rio Olympics in 2016 he said this of Sun. After the Chinese star had served a 3-month ban for testing positive to a substance found in a medication he said he was taking for a heart complaint. I don't have time or respect for drug cheats. But he does not seem to have too much of an issue with other athletes who violate anti-doping rules, such as teammate Thomas Fraser-Holmes, who makes his return to the long course squad in Gwangju. Fraser-Holmes was one of 2 Australian swimmers to serve 12-month suspensions starting in 2017 for missing 3 drugs tests in the space of 12 months. The other was Jared Port. A third, Madeline Groves, had her ban overturned after FINA found testers did not do enough to locate her for a third test. Bradley Canaris. Getty Images. Mack Horton raced Australian teammate Thomas Fraser-Holmes, who served a 12-month ban last month, having taken such a strong stance against Sun a year earlier. You'd think Horton would have condemned Fraser-Holmes' import, even more so considering his silent protest on the world stage this week. Well, he has been silent, but it has not been in protest. We heard nothing from him when he raced Fraser-Holmes in the 200 meters freestyle final at Australia's World Swimming Trials last month. We haven't heard anything this week either. It's one thing to take a stand against an international rival, another against your own teammate. Fraser-Holmes has not failed a drugs test. Unlike Sun, his track record, according to his lawyer, of more than 200 clean tests suggests he is not a cheat. He would pass the pub test. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to Tom Snout. Have a nice day.